Greetings guys, what's going on? Unoptimized WoW here with another World of Warcraft video for you guys. Today we're actually going to be talking about classic World of Warcraft. Now there's no new announcements. There's technically a new announcements for the Chinese version of WoW, but the reason I'm making this is because there's actually a lot of confusion with some of the messaging that Blizzard put out, and there was actually some clarification by the Blizzard themselves, moreover the classic team, and I want to talk about that. So, Titan Reforged Realms were announced to be launching November 23rd in China. Now, what these are, basically, again, it doesn't really have to pertain to anything regarding for EU or US. Basically, they're going to take raids from Classic, Burning Crusade, and Wrath, and they're going to be returning as 25-man raids at level 80, right? And it's just going to be kind of this, like, hodgepodge of content thrown into one. So they're going to be diving into that. But they made an announcement, and they made kind of like a statement, and this is what's led to the confusion. They said that the Titan Reforged Realm will be China exclusive and the team's main focus for the next year, right? So they said the main focus, right? Now again, this could be paraphrasing from an interview, or again, they did a little bit of an interview with Ian and also Clayton, which is the WoW Classic associate producer, So this led to a lot of confusion. Now, WoW Classic devs just yesterday put out a notification saying they wanted to kind of clear the air and say they are still working on the Classic space. It hasn't changed for what's coming next for Classic WoW. Again, we don't really know what that looks like. Is it going to be a true Classic Plus situation? Is it going to be something modified of SOD? We don't really know, right? That's not what this video is. But basically, there was a lot of confusion with kind of the messaging inside of all this, and I'm glad that they clarified this, because I assumed when I first saw the post about the thing in China, I was like, oh well, that's not good, because now they're focusing on that. It's going to be active development. It's going to take away from whatever is on Classic. It might delay us a year or two, right? And that's what I thought. But now, due to this clarification, they actually let us know that we might be seeing something soon. Again, they didn't announce anything. They didn't put out any dates for anything. Now, there is BlizzCon coming up. Could we see an announcement there? I hope so. But we're still maybe a year out from seeing anything in the Classic ecosystem. Now, in this post, they also did talk about and bring up their old article about when SOD ended. They put out a blue post saying what's next for WoW, for Classic WoW, really, and talked about the experimentation. So that vision hasn't changed, right? So basically, there was some confusion with the Titan Reforged Realms, saying that all their time is dedicated to that, making people, be nervous about active development on whatever Classic version for us is coming out soon. They made a clarification statement, and they also referred back to the blue post about the update for Season Discovery, which still is technically the most up-to-date article for us to reference, I guess, now, right? So I just wanted to report on that again, because I saw it yesterday in one of my bursts of information, and there was some confusion, and I thought, oh wow, we're going to be sitting for another 2 years waiting for Classic Plus, or we don't even know if it's Classic Plus, right? But I mean, obviously I want it to be Classic Plus, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people want it to be Classic Plus, but I'm a retail Andy anyway. But I mean, I will still play Classic. I mean, I played a little bit of MOP Classic when it came out, but it can't really hold me anymore. But a true Classic Plus experience would probably capture me a little bit more. So I'm glad they clarified it. But again, this kind of just ties into a little bit of the optics, right? Kind of getting everyone's communication lines connected and this type of thing. Because again, that conversation with Ian and Clayton, it did cause confusion, because obviously a lot of people were assuming, oh, there goes the Classic team working on that Chinese server, which is fine, I wish all the servers were paired up, but we don't live in that type of world. We see a lot of exclusive for both NA and EU versus China, right? And so I'm glad they clarified it, but I obviously don't want this to still happen. I wish they would have done some dry runs and say, oh, could the community perceive it like this, and maybe they made some assumptions, but it's really not a big deal. But again, I want to put out this video for you guys. Again, this is a developing situation. This was just updated like about 22 hours ago, but just want to let you guys know that Classic, whatever is in the future for Classic, is still on schedule, I guess the best way to describe it, and also still being developed. So Who knows what that is, but hopefully at BlizzCon we find out, or at least in the next year we find out, because I'm getting a little bit antsy, not gonna lie. But guys, I want to hear your opinion about this. Were you confused at first when you heard about that original statement, or did you not really care? What do you think Classic is going to be next? Is it going to be truly Classic Plus? I want to hear your guys' opinions. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.